Hello. I'm going to do another farm tour because I feel like a lot of stuff has changed since the last one. Look how beautiful. This is how farmers look all the time. We look like garbage people. Okay, so I'm not sure what this looked like last time. They were probably itty bitty, but this is my second succession of zinnias. So I think it's like just unicorn, Dawn Creek peach. So here's a Dawn Creek that just bloomed. And then Oklahoma white and yellow. I like the Oklahoma yellows. They're really pretty. And then Queen Lime. I am kicking myself for not doing Queen Lime earlier, but it is what it is. And then these look really good. These are my pumpkins on a stick. So I did quite a few of them actually, because they take up a lot of space, so I could only do one. I couldn't do them like side by side. And then I just did these celosia. That's just act celosia, so single stems. And there's nothing down here. So this is, I think, my only empty space. It's like maybe, I don't know, 8 feet of space that doesn't have anything. These are my late dahlias that I purchased, like super, super late. Okay, well, I think there's like 6 in this row right here, and there are only 1, 2, 3 that have popped up. So, oh well, it was kind of an experiment because they were really cheap. So, and then this is my last succession of zinnias. I need to water these because I don't know if it's going to rain today or not. These are my amaranth that were volunteer amaranth from a different row. So I plucked them up and transplanted them into this row, and look how freaking big they are now. I don't know what kind they are. I think this one is something verde. Ooh, nice. But I think this one is Mira, and I have never had, what is going on here? Oh no, what's happening? I think a bug is doing something there. Oh, sorry, that was not focused. But I've never had good luck with Mira. It always ends up being real dinky. So maybe these will be better. And then basil, I was gonna do a 3rd succession of basil, but I didn't. So I'm hoping that after I cut all these, they'll just put off more shoots that are usable. The Sunday Pink celosia is looking really nice. Sponge Sugar is really pretty, but I actually had to I emailed Florette because this is not what Sponge Sugar is supposed to look like. Like, this is gorgeous. Okay, can you focus, please? There. But that's not what it's supposed to look like at all. It is supposed to be like this. They're supposed to be very plumy and feathery. So, the lady that emailed me back was super nice, and she said that, like, if they don't start to look more like this, to just email them, and then they can send me a replacement packet. So, you know, not everything's going to turn out the way you want it to. The White Swan marigolds are good. I wish these were taller, but it is what it is. Random little volunteer celosias everywhere. And then the yellow, the bright yellow, I think this is called Phyllis yellow marigolds. I think I want to do more of these next year because they're actually really pretty. And then this is, I think, Kilimanjaro white, which is also really nice, but I don't know, my marigolds just don't get very tall for some reason. Here's my compost dahlias. And then all the other dahlias are looking really good. They're starting to finally get up through the netting, and they look pretty healthy. I've been trying to keep up on fertilizing them this year a lot better than last year. Some of these are still really dinky though, but some of them are those late dahlias that I just told you about. Random self-seeded basil. These are my only vegetables, and they're about to have some maters. These are called pink bumblebees. I don't even like tomatoes. I just grow them for fun. And you know what? I haven't seen any horned worms this year. I say that. Watch us get a ton of horned worms. Zinnias are looking good, but guess who's here? Guess who's here? Powdery. Oh, sorry. Powdery mildew is here. I try to space them to where they don't get it, but it just doesn't seem to matter. But you know what? The thing is, it's okay most of the time. So like, look how awful this leaf looks. But now look, there's a new shoot and it should be fine. Sometimes I'll even come in and like pluck off the really bad looking leaves, but it's a lot of work. But no, these look good. Venery Giants are always a favorite. And then the Florette zinnias just go all the way down. So I think I've decided on maybe 3 or 4 varieties of florettes that I'm going to grow again. Golden Hour and Alpenglow are definitely two of them. So this is golden hour, and probably the unicorns, just because they're so cool. Look at that. And this is Alpenglow. The florists have really been liking them, so I will grow some of them again for sure. Straw flowers are kind of picking up a little bit. Actually, I'm just cutting them mostly to dry this year, just because they're not performing really well. I think it was because whenever I planted them, we got a ton of rain, and like most of them were doing this nonsense, just like yellowing and awful. Just gonna pull that. So I went through and I pinched all of them, and they look a lot better now, but I didn't get very many this year. I was like thinking I was gonna have at least half a row of straw flower, but so again, spun sugar. This is what it should look like, not like this. Sunday pink and orange, they already kind of had their first succession, so hopefully they'll put off some usable stems for the second one. I don't remember what this is, something from Floret. Ooh, that's nice. And this is the Act, I don't know, something pink. And I'm hoping these get tall enough and big enough to use, because they're really pretty. Look how vibrant. And then this is Delhi Pearl. I think this is gorgeous. And the stems are pretty long. They're very hardy. Woo! Look at that. And then this is another single stem. This is Act, I don't know, something orange. I keep forgetting all the names. Chief, more Chief. They're not very tall, but that's because they looked like crap when they were seedlings. These are direct seeded sunflowers, because I wanted to see if there'd be a decent difference, because transplanting them in the middle of the summer, they never seem to do great. So, and then Mahogany Splendor, I didn't do as much of this as I did last year, because one Mahogany Splendor plant puts off so many branches. These glads are starting to bloom. I just kind of randomly stuck them in because I needed a spot for them. Very pretty. This weird branching sunflower that was not supposed to be branching. And then amaranth, more amaranth. These look really good. And if you're not a flower farmer, you're probably thinking, oh no, look at all this bug damage. It's okay. As long as it doesn't get too bad, it's okay, because we don't use any of the foliage for amaranth because it's ugly. Lizzies are doing okay. More celosia. This was daffodils, and I need to throw more compost on top because they're too close to the surface, so I didn't put anything else on top of them. Cosmos. This is just double click. Very pretty. I'm going to do more cosmos. Oh, well, okay, I say that. I actually did do more cosmos. This was my first succession, and I wanted to do late cosmos this year because the cucumber beetles always eat them. So this is Limelight, which is a new one from Geo. It's like a pale green. I thought it was really pretty. And then Xanthos, I think, is yellow. I'm kind of waiting to see if these put off any more shoots. I think they're supposed to. More cosmos, random spoon tomatoes. First succession of cinnamon basil. Actually, you know what? I wish I would have done a second succession of cinnamon basil, but I just cut a bunch of it, so hopefully there will be more shoots that come up. See, look, this is, I already cut from these, and these are all new shoots, so I think it'll be fine. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at the eucalyptus. It's looking so good. I grew this just for me. I'm not selling this wholesale because it's just not worth it, because I value it more than what the florists are gonna pay for it, because I grew these from seed and they're my babies and I love them. Status, I am still undecided on if I want to grow it next year. It is so finicky. If it rains a bunch, it just gets a bunch of rust on the bottom and looks awful. So I don't know if I'm going to do it next year. More celosia, amaranth. I think this is Hopi red dye, yeah, which I haven't grown before. So Scabiosa, I just did a really hard cut to see if I could get a second flush, because my friend last year said that she literally just took like a weed whacker and just like whacked them all to the bottom, and then she got really nice stems in the fall. So I'm kind of trying to do the same thing. I'll keep fertilizing them just in case. Sunflowers. Oh, crappy looking snapdragons. More cosmos. These are Kiro, I think, is another shade of yellow, and then seashells are like the pinks and whites. The Gomphrena looks really good. I love looking at this. I don't know what's going on with this guy. He's not doing it right. The native mint. Yarrow, I don't know if it's really gonna do anything else. More sunflowers. These rows are not impressive. Really, really, really late glads because they were sitting in the box and just rotting. So I don't even know how many of them are gonna come up. Oh, my sad scabiosa over here. And that thing is, this is one of my favorite colors. And it did not do well. I don't know why. This row is hideous. Ow, mosquito. Oh, except for the mint and the gomphrena at the end. So mint is still looking good, and I think it'll put off new shoots. And then the strawberry fields gomphrena is really pretty. My butterfly weeds, milkweeds, sorry, look pretty good. Look at those celosias and the peonies. And I remembered why. It's because when I was pulling them all out of the tunnel last year, that's where I sat them. So they self-seeded right there. So silly. The tunnel's not impressive right now because it's just like whatever. Because nothing is really going to do great in here in the summer because it's so hot. So I cut all the snaps back to see if I could get a fall flush of snaps. I don't know if I will or not. These tomatoes look really nice. These are more of the pink bumbles. And then random cucamelon vines are growing everywhere. So this will just be a combination of cucamelons and tomatoes. And then my self-seeded, out of control Love on a Puff. So pretty, but I hate harvesting it. Look at all these puffs. They're everywhere. And they're fun too because you can pop them. Oh, these are ground cherries that self-seeded from last year. I was wondering if they were going to do anything. They popped up really, really late. And then the last thing is my little experiment over here with the pots next to the fence that is being used as a trellis. This is my one sad little snail vine I got from Baker's Creek. I don't know what it wants, not whatever I'm doing. So, but then the cucamelon vines look really good. And I've seen some little baby. Oop. Oh no, focus. Oh, little baby cucamelons are starting. Oh, there's a good one. See, little flowers. Hi, Joey. So these look really good. And then my spinning gourds. I planted them pretty late too, but I bet I'll get some before the year is over. And same thing with the hyacinth beans. I just did these for fun, but they look good. They grow so fast. So anyway, that's what's happening now. Say hi to, look at this weirdo. I don't know what's happening with her hair. She looks insane. And then this little girl's so cute. All right, bye.